beautiful gardeners, welcome back to my channel. Today is January 1st, 2025, and in this video I want to share with you some lessons that I have learned from gardening that I think can truly inspire you as you journey into 2025. So if you want, you can grab a notebook or you can just sit back, relax as we go through these lessons one by one. And I'm sharing 10 lessons with you. Lesson number one, I want you to look at this palm right here. When I bought this palm was about a foot tall. And I paid I paid 200 Guyana dollars for each palm. 200 Guyana dollars is the equivalent of 1 US. So you can do the calculation. And when I planted them, the growth was slow and it took time. Even this Bismarck over here, when I look at it today and I remember how little it was when I bought it, I think the first lesson we can learn is patience is important. Let me show you another one. This right here, this is a traveler's palm. And this thing has been in the ground for a long time. And I would say it is in the last month that it has really started to grow. What am I really saying? I'm saying that in tropical gardening, nothing grows overnight. I remember when I brought this one in and I had to just wait for these plants to grow. Look at it today. Patience is key. And this is life. Just like life, you have to understand that growth takes time. It doesn't matter what you're engaged in. Just be consistent, just stay on top of it, and you are going to see the results. Just like today, I can look at these palms. There's one other thing I want to show you that really embodies the lesson that patience is key, and that you will see the results. Now, over there, I have a garlic vine in bloom. Can you see the bloom? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Look at that bloom there. Do you know how long I've waited for those blooms? I think I've waited 3 years. And this is the second time I'm seeing the bloom on the garlic vine. So our first lesson is patience is key. Whatever you put your mind to, remember that. Lesson number two. If you just look around at this garden, every plant that you see in this garden has had to face intense heat, rain, sometimes rain for days, sun that is unrelenting. And look at them. They still choose to thrive and to grow through the circumstances. And that is the second lesson I want to share with you today. And that is, you must have the power in this year to adapt to your environment, to use what is given to you and let it make you grow. You have to grow through whatever lives give you. I should say whatever life gives you, you must be able to grow through it, just like these plants. And you're going to face challenges. And what you have to do is possess the ability to adapt to the changes that the challenges will bring you in 2025. My third lesson that I want to share with you, it's in two parts of the garden. I'm thinking where to go. Okay, let's go over here. Because I think nothing embodies this lesson like right here in the garden. And that is, diversity can strengthen your resilience and add beauty to your life. Look at this. Diversity. Look at this over here. It's not all the same thing. They are different plants. But together, they create such a beautiful picture. Now, a diverse garden is a healthy garden. And so your life also must reflect diversity. Look at this. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Have diversity in your relationships. Have diversity in your ideas. Have diversity in your communities, the people you interact with. And this diversity, I'm sure, will really build you and really make you into a more beautiful person. I'm trying to get to another aspect of the garden that shows diversity. Look at this. Yes. That is lesson number 3. All right, let's go to lesson number 4. And I think this plant can really help us with lesson number 4. Look at this bougainvillea. If you look at it, you will notice that it really looks as if it's struggling. And it really was struggling for a while until I decided to feed it. Right in there, you're seeing the horse manure, which is truly important. Plant needs the right nutrients in order to thrive. Just like we need physical care, we need mental care, and we need emotional care. And I hope that this year you are going to feed your mind. Look at the compost there. Look at the horse manure. Make sure that this year you're feeding yourself physically in order to thrive and to grow. Make sure you're feeding yourself mentally. Have a self-care practice, something that can help you when the days are rough and you really need something to keep you going on. Even though a garden is like the most important thing that can help you on this journey, but please remember that this year, do not skip self-care. Fertilize your mind, fertilize your body. Make sure that it is in intact health in order to deal with the challenges that you will face this year. Lesson number 5 can be seen in, let's look at the coleuses because I just pruned them. I actually made a video on pruning them too. These coleuses are pruned. And you know what I noticed? The more I prune them, the better they grow, the bushier they grow, the thicker they grow. This right here, zinnia, I pruned it. I cut, when it was a little baby, I actually pinched the middle. And when I pinched the middle, this is what I have left. In this year, you are going to be pruned. You're going to be pruned by experiences. You're going to be pruned by circumstances. And even though pruning might seem a little bit harsh, remember that it's necessary for new growth. It's necessary for life. And one of the things that you must learn to do is to let go of what no longer serves you. Sometimes it's difficult, but if you don't, it retards the growth. If you look at this areca palm, it needs pruning. I need to get rid of the dead leaves because what they're doing is they're sucking from this plant, and this plant is not able to grow and to reach its full potential. So in the same way, you have to make sure that you are pruning your life. You're getting rid of what no longer serves you, whether it be people, circumstances, habits, whatever they are. Make sure that you're getting rid of them. All right, let me just show you this lesson that I've learned is that it doesn't matter how small steps you take, you can arrive at your big dreams. This plant here, this is a rubber tree. When I first got this plant, it had 2 leaves on it. And you can see it has gone through intense pruning. 2 leaves. And I never could have believed that this rubber tree would have grown into this plant that it is right now. Let me show you another plant that I want to talk about. And this one here is called the monkey brush vine. Let's go over to the monkey brush vine. And I want to show you, let's look at the flower. That's the flower on the monkey brush vine. This one here, If you had seen it, it actually looked as if it was going to die. I want you to see the flowers on it. Yes, I'm holding the camera up there so you can see the flowers. I thought that this plant would have died, but this plant has grown. Bit by bit, this plant has grown into such a magnificent plant, and now it's even flowering. And I think one of the things that we have to understand is it doesn't matter how small our dreams are. That one over there, too, with the yellow flower, is another one that can show, that exemplifies this lesson. It doesn't matter how small steps you take, just take the steps that are necessary. The smallest action can really ensure that you end up with your dream, but you must take action. You have to take action regardless of what you want. Even this bougainvillea, it was a little plant, and look at that. Bit by bit, it has grown into a humongous tree. So take that first step. Do the thing that you need to do so that you can get where you need to be. All right. I want to find, let me see where I have a plant. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think where I can show this other lesson that I want to show you. All right, let's see. All right. Sometimes in life, if you look here, this is called the power of community. This philodendron needed a little help because it's a climber. And it just needed something to climb on so that it can show its magnificence and its beauty. Let's go over here. We have more philo and we have more plants. And right under there, what I did was I helped them by providing something that can help them to thrive. And that's what you have to do this year. Find that thing, that person, that group, that community that can be your support, that can help you to thrive. Sometimes in life, all we need is to be in the right circle so that we can actually realize our dreams. So I truly hope that you are going to be able to realize your dream. And you know what? I think this plant can actually help with the next lesson I want to share with you. And that is, please expect the unexpected. This plant never ceases to show me that it is going to grow in the way it wants to grow. This was not my idea for this plant. This is not how I expect that it would look. But guess what? It chooses to give me this beauty. And that's life. It will give you gifts. It will give you surprises. Embrace the surprises. Like this one right here. Look at this. This salamander. This is not how I expect that it would grow. But guess what? That's the way it chooses to grow. And I embrace it. There's so many plants in this garden that decide, they're just wonderful surprises, the way they choose to grow. Like right here, look at this. And I embrace the surprise. And this is what life will do to you. As you journey into this year, you're going to get some unexpected gifts in life. But if you're not careful, you might see it and you might not even know it's a gift. Whatever comes, accept it as blessing in disguise. Look at where this heliconia is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All blessings in disguise. And sometimes don't resist. Do not resist. And I think there's a lesson in this plant here. I had this plant in the wrong spot. As a result, it has suffered. Just make sure that you're encircling, you're surrounding yourself in the right spot, that you're finding yourself in the right environment, because that is truly important. All right, now let's go and look at some plants in this garden that have really struggled, but they're still here. Oh, I think the one that exemplifies that the best is this one right here. You see this plant? This plant is a magnet for caterpillars. When I tell you magnet for caterpillars, oh my gosh. But guess what? It doesn't matter what happens, it keeps growing and it keeps becoming stronger. And I think that's what you have to do. That's what you have to learn to do. That whatever comes to you this year, whatever storm comes in your life, whatever caterpillar, whatever it is that comes into your life this year, you are going to keep growing. If you fall, you're going to get up. If you face a setback, you will keep moving. Whatever the circumstances are, you're not going to give up, but you will keep growing and you will keep glowing. And the final lesson I want to share with you is celebrate growth. You know, sometimes I come into this garden and all I'm thinking about is what to do next, what to do next. And I don't pause and just enjoy what is. Look at this. Sometimes it's important to just pause and just celebrate the growth. Celebrate your journey. Celebrate where you are. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Look at this. Wow. Don't get so caught up like that, like I am sometimes, where I'm just thinking about, oh my gosh, work, work, work. Pause. Pause and enjoy the beauty. Yes, enjoy your growth. And guess what? Don't look around for the validation. Sometimes you have to be the one who will tap your shoulder and say, well done. Yes, you don't have to wait on anyone to make your day or to make it happen for you. Just enjoy the beauty, sorry, of your own journey and your own growth. All right, so I think that those are the 10 lessons that I want to share with you that tropical gardening has taught me. And I truly hope that they inspire you as you go into 2025. And remember, life is like a garden. And that's why I love gardening, because every single lesson in life can be found in a garden.